The Safari Lodge was a welcome old friend as we settled in for a buffalo hunt that was decades in the making. Okay, here's the first day in camp's always a range day.
Yes. Just to the right of that 2-inch plate.
Both of them.
Either one's a dead buffalo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
250 grain GMX. 375 Ruger. We were using a variety of Hornady cartridges in the Mossberg Patriot rifle, chambered in 375 Ruger.
All of them are there.
Our goal was to double check the equipment, make sure the rifles were still zeroed, and work in some final practice.
Bullseye. Ja, en die komt. Better.
Peter carried some powerful backup, but he said he was only going to shoot if things went bad fast, as in imminent danger. African sunsets and sunrises are sure tough to beat. It was time to hunt, and 40 years of anticipation was coming to a head. The buffalo stayed on the move as we followed their tracks through the thick cover. But we were pushing them, and the buffalo herd always stayed ahead of us that first day. Evening meals, many with the meat grilled over a wood fire, were absolutely delicious. Checking watering holes and sandy two-track roads was always the first order of business on the cool, crisp mornings. This ranch hand told us he had just been chased by 2 bull buffalo, and he volunteered to take us where he last encountered them. We didn't get it on camera, but the 2 bulls were waiting for us. As we pushed in just a little too far with the vehicle, they took off. We were on a set of fresh tracks, but as often happened during the first 3 days of the hunt, the wind swirled. I don't know who was more surprised, us or the buffalo, just 30 yards away. The only bull presenting a shot was a young bull. Peter recommended passing. I put the gun down.
Brrr!
The biggest bull bolted to the left, covered by a thicket and offering no shot. We never found him the rest of the day.
Maybe a little higher. Okay.
The terrain on day 5 of the safari saw more open bush veld, with clear pockets of trees suggesting places where buffalo might be hiding out. After 2 hours of tracking, we saw a group in a thicket about 170 yards ahead. The wind was favorable where we could move in for a slow stalk, try to get a little bit closer. My goal was to get as close to 100 yards or even closer if possible. The brush and ever-present thorn bushes were thick around the buffalo, but it was now or never with this stalk. They were going to bolt. I got on the sticks, flipped the safety off, and fired. I experienced that curious mix of hunter emotions, joy, contemplation, realizing a hunt I dreamt up for decades was over. I was thankful for this old bull and mindful of the many meals he would provide. Well, it's been an exciting few days in South Africa chasing Cape buffalo around. We've come close a couple times, but this morning we finally closed the deal on this beautiful old bull. It wasn't the ideal shot, was it, Peter?
No, sir, it was. a frontal shot that I don't normally like to take on the buffalo, but he was, you know, there was not a lot of bushes between us and the buffalo, so that was the shot that he was, and he presented a very nice frontal shot for you to take.
We picked the one on the left, the one that we had the best shot at. We checked him out through the binoculars, saw that he had really nice hard bosses and an old bull, and decided to pull the trigger. And the Mossberg Patriot rifle here, chambered in 375 Ruger, topped with a GPO 1:6x24 illuminated reticle scope, really did the trick. And we were shooting Hornady 300 grain dangerous game expanding ammo, and one shot right through the front shoulder into the lungs.
I think it's I'm a top hard, long shot, and I think so he went maybe 100, 150 yards, and he was done when that happened.
Yeah, but we're here with professional hunter Peter, and
Thank you, sir.
we had a great hunt. Phillip Bronkhorst Safaris, and thanks again.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.